So welcome back into our spanning tree convergence testing. We've just shown you how long a port takes to start forwarding traffic when it comes up initially. What happens if there's a network failure and we're not running rapid spanning tree? Now, regular IEEE spanning tree uses all of those forwarding timers to determine when a host has died and so on and so forth. But let's look at this configuration here. So we have VLAN 1, the root of VLAN 1 is this 2960 over here. So we're going to look over here on this 2950 and do show spanning tree, and we're actually just going to say VLAN 1 because that's the only one we care about for the time being. And you see that our path to the root is fast Ethernet 047. So let's start this ping again, ping 1010.1050 from this guy. And I'm going to go into this 2950 and I'm going to shut down fast Ethernet 047. And we'll see how long it takes spanning tree to reconverge using all the default timers. So config T, interface fast Ethernet 0/47. I'm going to simulate a failure. Let's say someone trips over this cable and yanks it out of the port. So we'll shut this down. You'll notice that we stopped getting pings. And it's been a few seconds. We're still not getting pings. Okay, I was on a voice over IP call. My call just dropped. My phone went dead because I no longer have a talk path. Okay, well, it's not coming back. It's still been a few seconds. It's been about 10 seconds now. Dadgummit, something must be up. Let me get out my cell phone here. I'm going to call the network admin guy. At this point, your phone's ringing off the hook. Hey, my call just dropped. My terminal server session started timing out, so on and so forth. And I stopped the ping because it finally started timing out. But you'll notice it dropped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dropped 6 packets. I guess I could have looked right down here and saw that. And each one of those timeouts takes about 3 seconds. So that was about 18 seconds of lost network connectivity, all because a link went down. Now, obviously, for a lot of applications that have some tolerances built in, that's not really a big deal. They'll just retry, oh, my web page timed out. I'll hit F5 and I'll try it again. But as I mentioned, if you're running a voice over IP network, all your calls just dropped. At least all the calls on this particular segment. So if you're running a call center, you've got 50 agents now standing around your cube going, hey, I can't take any calls, I can't make any money, I can't make any bonuses. But it finally comes back up and everyone's back to work and you say, okay, well, let's figure out what the problem is. Oh, someone shut down this port or someone unplugged this. Let's fix the problem right here in the middle of the day. What do we say about making these kind of changes in the middle of the day? Someone shut down this port and they shouldn't have. So let's do a no shut on this guy. Now we've just caused spanning tree to reconverge again. There it's changed it to up. The line protocol will come up here in just a second. You'll notice because we're causing spanning tree to reconverge, now that we've fixed the problem, we've brought down the network again because now spanning tree has to figure out, oh, this link came up. Hey, are you the root bridge? Do you have a lower priority than me? Do you have a lower MAC address? Are there any other paths to get to this particular host on VLAN 1? Who's the root bridge for VLAN 1? I'm not the root bridge anymore. Are you the root? All these packets are just flying around after the timeouts, of course. You've got another 20 seconds of network downtime here because you fixed the problem. And to me, that's kind of counterintuitive, but it's just the way spanning tree works. So as you can see, there are some pretty big issues with spanning tree using the default timers. Now, you can tune down the default timers on regular spanning tree, or you can just run rapid spanning tree or MST. And we'll talk a little bit about rapid spanning tree and MST here in just a bit. But before you can see how good rapid spanning tree actually is, you have to actually see what the problem is with regular spanning tree, and that was the whole purpose of this whole demonstration. So that concludes our video on regular spanning tree verification, configuration, and convergence testing. Stay tuned here on the same channel while we talk about rapid spanning tree.